Oh, that's annoying. Hello, hold on a second, sharing the stream out. Share. Why does that say new month, new opportunities? It's the wrong freaking thing. Sorry everyone, I'm trying to do something real quick here. Just getting the Twitter here. I think I'm actually on YouTube this time too at the same time, which is sweet. Got that. And then one more is YouTube. Is this working? I don't know, I don't think the YouTube one's working. Is it live? Oh, it is live. Look at that. Huh. Who knew? Let's see if it works. All right. How we doing? How we doing? Let's go. Let's go. All right. Live stream Nano Ledger X live stream. TikTok. Where am I going with this? The whaling group. Let's try that. Do one more. Oh, where's Bitcoin? Partners. There it is. There it is. All right, we're here. How we doing? Why is the stream not working out well? All right. I want to do the other one. Oh, Rex calls. Where the hell did that go? Oh, here it is. Okay, sweet. Sweet. That one's dead. Hey, Ice Blue, how's it going? How is it going? I need to change these colors here. It's not working for me. That works. Yeah, sure. How are we feeling today on this very nice Saturday? Can I get chats from the other ones too? I don't know how to see chat. Guess that works. Can I watch this at the same time? What's this gonna do? Huh, looks pretty good. I'm fine. Any profitable trades? I haven't taken any trades. I'm not considering any trades until we pass the weekend. I'm sorry, past the election, but I'll look at charts. If you're looking at anything specifically, maybe we'll find something, but I'm just... I mean, take a long Bitcoin right now. Everyone is bugging. Let's make this kind of blue like that. Yeah, sweet. That works. Maybe a little lighter. Oh, you know what I need? I need the indicators. There it is. Even though it's ugly, now we can see the ticker, what I'm looking at. Yeah, there we go. I don't think much lower on Bitcoin as a whole. Maybe, like, I really don't want to see past... I mean, maybe we get this, but like, I don't know. I just don't think. Here, where's my squiggle here? Like, maybe we get that. I don't know. I feel like at this point, every single person's waiting for it, so I guess why not? But I don't know. Thoughts on how low Sol can go? I'm gonna pull up. I think Sol is at a sweet spot right now. I don't think it can go 150 is kind of my target. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up a chart. It's a different chart here. It's a lighter chart. I can't do dark. Sorry, I can't do it. Can't do it. All right. Sol chart is right here. Yeah. Wow, this thing played out perfect. Oh my goodness, bro. So 173, regardless of if Sol can go lower. Just remember 173 because now it is again proven to be a very, very key level. We lost 173 back in April, and the last two times we broke out, June or May, August, fell right back in this range. And then this was the first time since August that we've pushed through and was trying to figure out where we're going to go next. I have a bullish bias overall in general, but as proven, couldn't hold, came back through. We got like a bet here to see, is it going to hit 150 first or 200 first? So 150 looks like it's on the cards. To answer your question specifically, I'm just trying to dive in here and clear this chart. I mean, also too, it really depends on what you're trying to do, right? Like, Sol's gonna be fine. I really don't want... Really don't want Sol below 150, let's put it that way. That's the best way I can put it. And if it does go below 150, I would expect it would be bought back up very quickly. Meaning, like, if it does this, which is like, I think the extreme, Should come back quickly, but I don't think... No, I think this is up higher. Something like that. Maybe sweeps the lows here from... What's this? Last week? 2 weeks ago? It's 147 maybe? Or it just stays right in this gap, in this area here, which is like 155. 150. Like, not financial advice, but I bid from 150 all the way down to 150. Sorry, 155 down to 150. Yeah. All right. What else looking at? Yeah, so with the election, been saying the same thing. Just I mean, if you can not open new positions, I would highly recommend that. Don't use high leverage. Don't use leverage at all, because both sides of the trades are going to be wiped regardless of outcome. It's just the volatility is going to be there for that, let's call it, I don't know, 24 to 48 hours. Like, once everything gets shaken out, I think it'll be very clear on the direction the market's going to go, and I have a bias up until then. And like, I'm looking for the S&P. So here we go. Look for the S&P to pull down here into the 5,600, 5,550 range. So that maybe to happen on Monday, on Tuesday, like that would be the best, not the best case, but like just maybe on Tuesday during the election. Regardless, just don't get shooken up during the election. Like, there's, if you're in crypto, the next phase of this bull run, like when it happens, is going to be nice. It's going to be 3 to 6 months, right? So what happens the next 3 days doesn't mean anything to do, has nothing to do with that. So just don't, just need to survive. That's it. Just gotta survive. Turn the greed down. Turn it down. I'd be looking for the kickoff at 150. Then was hoping for 140. It could. So if you're looking for spot, like on Sol, like my mind can't hurt setting bids, right? Setting orders. If they don't fill, they don't fill. But if we do get a quick cascade down, you wouldn't catch that on exchange unless you had those limits set. I personally like buying on strength during a reversal, and right now there's no confirmation of that yet at a higher time frame. But dollar cost averaging and lower, you know, can't go wrong with it. I just like looking for strength. Wick off, not kickoff. All right, what else are we looking at? Oh, ETH is so gross. ETH needs like serious help. Serious help. ETH looks like a lot of the altcoins that are kind of the older ones. You're looking at yesterday, like off the top of my head, I want to say H-bar kind of looks like this. What else was there you're looking at? Dot. There was another one, but kind of like this, I don't know, you're kind of breaking this kind of meme trend here. It's like trying to say, hey, can we make this diamond pattern and come back up? But right now it's looking like it's not. I mean, ETH could see some downside. I mean, I don't think it does, just because of where we are in markets overall. I don't think, but like if there's a cascade, ETH could be at 2,000 real quick. Now I think it'd be bought back up very quickly, but it's realistic. It's a possibility. Yo, what's up, Damien? What's up? Can you see the link, Damien? Can you text me later? Can you see the giveaway clearly? I'm trying something new here. I'm trying to figure out how to link all this together, and if it's something visually clear and the action associated with it and going through the profile. You're already in the community, so you couldn't, you already have access, but I'm just curious to see if it works or not. Didn't S&P drop 7% last election due to all, I don't know, maybe if it did. I think S&P, the historically post-election markets go up. That's it. Noise before then, during then, whatever. Don't care. Don't care. I just trade what I see. I just look at the charts, be aware of the macro events. But yeah, so FTM, ooh, FTMs. This looks so strong before. It's still gonna be fine. That's still gonna be fine. XRP is, let's go to here. Put you on the side. Yo, whoever was on my stream yesterday, this guy called out shorting grass, and he was spot on. I need to find him. I forget his name. It was good though. He got it. Need to talk to tech CEO. This is the sweep here. That looks like a long soon. So's Miria. GPU. Things are shaping up here. I'm telling you. Like we want, if you get one nice flush on alts, and yes, it'd be some pain, and sets up for and like ends towards the end of this week, and Bitcoin plays nice, I think the rest of the year is going to be fun. Do not have a Discord. We have a Telegram, and it's the link in the in my profile on the link tree. It's the top one. I'm in there, and there's also Rex's calls channel in Telegram. He's my protege. I'm also in there as well. We had a Discord, but it's just too much to manage. One day we'll have a Discord again. Because candidly, I prefer Discord over Telegram, but Telegram works. What's the difference between Telegram and Discord? Telegram is much more like a WhatsApp. It's more like a big group chat where they're more single feeds. Like if you know you own a Discord, Discord has many channels. I don't know if you use like Microsoft Teams, it has different channels for different purposes, and there are many feeds. Telegram is just like one straight just feed of everything. It's more the degen crypto route, but has grown on me and is effective. But from an organization standpoint, Discord wins overall. Where did my chart go for XRP? That's what I was looking for. I just drew it the other day and it looked fine. Nope. To here. Where the hell did the chart go? Come on. All right, cool. I don't know where it is. Whatever. Yes, it's free. Everything is free. I would never charge anyone anything at all, ever. And if anyone is trying to sell you something under my name, it is a scam. Because there's no reason everything shouldn't be free. There are good teachers and educators out there and projects who shouldn't have that intent. Knowledge should be free. XRP sucks. Say, what do you say? Not good. Sui. Interesting. Wow, Sui's gonna do two things. This chart looks so nice. I love this. This is gonna be a good one to have this bull run, no doubt. Right, Sui's gonna do one of two things here. It's gonna do this, which is like super painful. I don't think that's the case. Or it kind of leans here and finds something. This will be super bullish. And yeah, like that. So yeah, Sui is at a very, very key point right now. Really don't want to lose this level. 181. Don't want to be trading below here. interesting. We'll see where that goes. All right. What else are we looking at? JD? What is JD? I don't see it. JD, like stock JD? Yes, I have it together with Rex. Okay. Yeah, so JD is definitely bullish. You are 100% correct, Santiago. Like so. Well, so one thing we'll call this out. One kind of the awareness piece here, but bullish bias. So, like for anyone looking to learn how to chart, the best thing you can do is just like zoom out. Like first and foremost, first thing you do is go to just zoom out as far as you can and look at the chart. Hold on here, I gotta take off these stupid. Don't care about the alerts and the events. Don't care about any of you. Okay. If you zoom out and look at the whole chart, and your first objective is really looking for key levels. So when I say key levels, areas where, you know, there was a top, right? Or there was kind of a bottom, like really loose, right? And then even up here, move this over here, right? But then looking where the levels were where there were multiple taps in the same level. So even going back here to 2015, which is like a decade ago, topped out at, what's this, 38 bucks here roughly, and then traded below until 2017 for 2 years, made it above, back and forth, blah, 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 and then fell through. So like this level was a top here, broke through here, held here, and then broke. Now it's trading below again for another 3 years, finally shoots up as the last bull market. And then ever since 2021, this has been in a downturn, like a downtrend. Slowly down, slowly down. Back at this level, there's another level here too. We'll call that, it's 545. We'll make this here, let's just call these purple. Right, bounce through here, back down, and it, actually I'm gonna hide all this. I really don't care about any of this here at all. Like this, I care less about. Let's make this even. Bring to the front. So like I care that this price from the top here has fell back below this level. And I say this level, say below 38, so that's where it was back here. And then finally, it is now back above it, right? As of September, there's the first time it pushed back above that level. And also too, and I'll pull this stupid box away that I just put up here. It broke a downtrend. Like the three things, if you follow me, I stream every morning and go through charts. The things I look for is breaking a downtrend, ideally, with strength, and then pushing through key levels, flipping key levels. Like this checks all of those boxes, like without a doubt. So I will say though, this push up here, this is at a key level. I mean, it did pull back. This still could come back a little further, right? Maybe could do this. Oop. Could do this. Maybe. Right? Or this just stays here then and then sends up here. And then up. But this though, with a stock like this is something you're looking to hold for a while. This is not a short-term trade. Because once this gets back above 45 bucks and it reclaims this level, then you start shooting for the moon, right? Then you start looking up here like that. But take one level at a time. So right now it's confirmed. We need to first, I'll write a note here because I'm definitely going to follow this one again. For one, confirm that price above $38 is accepted. My first condition is met. Cool. And number two, confirm the price accepted above 45 bucks. Now the thing with this, I'm looking at a weekly chart here. So each candle represents 1 week. This could take a year before all of this happens. It could also come in 2 weeks, right? It's just there's no reason to rush here. Like starting like building a position right now, definitely cannot say. I mean, say that's a fair approach, but you have to be very cautious on having expectations if you're trading options that, unless there's some catalyst, they have earnings coming out or something as planned. But this looks really bullish. And if I zoom in, I kind of like this pennant it's got here, right? Ideally, this path takes off. This is a really nice chart. Thank you for calling it out. I'm going to add this to my list, and we will check it every morning. Yeah, that was good. All right, cool. I don't know, but according to other influencers, he has been involved in several rug pulls. Who's that? Rex? Rex has been involved in rug pulls? Rex is he's a can. He is Stevie Pete's brother. He's a new character that's been introduced into the world. What's up, Bubbles? How we doing? ARM, sure. Ooh, I don't like IRM. The reason I don't like IRM is because it kind of just fell out of this channel. And it's hovering below this stomach key level. It's like 144. It's a rough level here we're looking at. Yeah. So let's take this thing out here. ARM needs to very quickly get back above here. It needs to get up here, like back above 145, 144, like in the next week or so. Otherwise, I think this thing's gonna come down. This thing's gonna go like this. Whoa. And then you'd be shooting for like, who knows? But this is a very, very key level. Let's say put this area up here. We'll want to be trading up in the green here soon. Yeah. I think there's confusion by Rex and the Breck guy and your Rex. Oh, I got it. Got it. That makes sense. So yeah, no, Rex is just he's just a quant. He's just an analyst. He has no other purpose besides educating like me and giving some trade setups for crypto. That's it. He has no token, but he is part of the 99 cents community. So yeah, which does have a token, and that token is 99 cents because there's my only PSA for today. Because the price is on the can. See, it's right there. It's actually on the can. Whoa. There we go. It's just a fact. Just pointing out the facts. All right, what else are we looking at? Bros drawing lines in the only two directions. The two they just pulled up are ones that are at an inflection point. If we find one that's not, I will tell you that. But right now, it's like this could go either way. If it was somewhere else, I would not be looking for it to go either way. It's just the two coincidentally that we looked at. And also too, having a macro plan on charts on scenarios like this, that's how you effectively trade. So if it starts going down this path, like right now, let's say it's the red path, I'm going to be zooming in and looking for an entry in a lower time frame to assuming that scenario plays out. Right? They're just ideas. That's what it is. Bitcoin looks good. I'm watching another screen here. You really zoom in here on Bitcoin, like the sweep here. I need a better ticker. I need a better exchange with more data. This works. Although highly also don't recommend trading the weekends until we really get cooking. It's still just probability of a favorable trade is not there. But I like Bitcoin swept these lows here. Well, obviously all these too. And then after this sweep, came back up, came down, and found demand pretty quick. I just like the progression of these green candles here on lower time frames, right? So to me, how was that? How did you get here? Obviously, there's a lot of selling going on right now, but Bitcoin does this. Like super, super nice. Would be very surprised like that. Been kind of a weird sell-off since this whole thing happened. Like this is a weird shape here. Very clear. But the level, just even looking at this, right, for key levels, very easiest to think right here is when it fell off, right? I'm on lower time frames right now, right? This is zooming in, but let's call this 69.1. Let's do 69.150. Make it easy, yeah. Like where we'd want to start getting bullish again on short time frame, lower time frames like this is once we reclaim this this sell-off here. All right, so once it gets back above here, that's what we're looking for. But until then, we have to assume there's more downside. So we're kind of just watch this thing play out. MES1, Steven. MES1. What is that stock? What is that? I don't see it. Oh, S&P 500. S&P 500. I'm looking for 56. Where's my chart? Like pretty easy, straightforward. Looking for pullback into the 5600s, 5500s. Like into the election, and then after the election, post, whether it be Thursday, Friday, the following week, resume up. That's the plan until proven otherwise. Thanks for the gifts there. Ice Blue seem legit, and I like the streams. Thanks, appreciate it. I just made many mistakes over the years trading, so I want to try to teach you to not make those mistakes. But it's good to make mistakes, you learn from them, but there are some things that are kind of just easy to know. Thanks, Ice Blue, appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. Yo, what's up, Six? It's all good, man. How you doing? You know, I still got the sexy 6 logo up here. This thing's legit. It's perfect. I don't need any changes. It's like it works. It does the exact purpose of what I need. So thank you for that again. Bitcoin's playing around here. What are we doing? We're doing a giveaway. See on top there, I'm trying to clean. I have so much stuff that I've had in the past I did not be using. This right here, it's actually like Ledger Nano-X, got the Bitcoin orange color to it, which is sweet. So in the giving mood. So we're gonna give that away. All you have to do is join the 99 cents community and go like the pinned message, and that's it. And then tomorrow morning stream, we'll pick someone live. Oh, that noise outside. Anyway. Of course, man loves help. Yeah, man, if everyone just helps each other, we all win. That's it. That's it. In a crazy world, if you got that, we're fine. Like, say hello, good morning, how are you? And actually listen, regardless of who they are. All right, What else we got? How's my Halloween? It was fine. No one came. It was like third year in a row. It's sad. Halloween got ruined over the years. Halloween used to be awesome. So like your kids, like you plan a whole like night out stuff. I'm like how many houses you could hit, all that good stuff, and people like did things and saw each other and got away from the computer. And I'm a hypocrite that I'm on the computer right now, but yeah, I mean can't complain. It's good. I like seeing the costumes. I like the creatives, the people who want to go over the top and are just doing it to have fun. They have no care. Bitcoin up or down? Noise between now and the election, after up. So that's all I can tell you right now. But at the moment, just kind of watching it. I think we'll find a bottom in the next, I don't know, couple days. I don't think we go below 65. That's my thought. No, don't short. Don't short. Because I'm trying to message out the gate here that next week with the election, there's going to be so much volatility that likely majority of traders are going to use high leverage like they always do, and you're going to get wrecked regardless if you're shorting or you're long. So the best thing to do is sit on the sideline unless you're already in a position, because not being in a trade is also a position. A friend of mine got paid like 1K to advertise the stock, and it's 100% a scam. Plantex, if I remember correctly. I mean, anyone paying like with, I don't like the whole pay to play thing. I hate it. I hate it. I like more of the organic of, hey, I like that project, and let's say if someone is an influencer, they're like, hey, can I promote that? Yeah, sure. Like, I like it. Like, there's too many scams. There's too many, it's too easy to scam, which is why it's just unfortunately the path that most people take. Can I win a ledger? I'm from Pakistan. So good question. I have in the Telegram, I had a list of countries that were excluded. Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Syria, and Sudan, Russia. Yes, you're good. Pakistan's good. It was just basically I was using some international shipping restriction based on TAC. I forget where I got it, but no, you can. Just got to join the community. And it ends tonight at 8 p.m. And then I'll take a snapshot of who liked everything, and then the next morning we'll stream. And I'll announce it in the Telegram too. So if you can't catch the stream in the morning, it's fine. But in the Telegram is where I would connect with the winner and figure out shipping arrangements. So Ice Blue, for 65, when I say I don't think we go below 65, doesn't mean we actually even go down there. I'm just saying, like, it's at the point where it's like don't overcomplicate it, because like you have a bias, and if bias is, you know, up at some point over the next 3 to 6 months. I mean, I think we'll hit 85 before the end of the year, 100, 125 by March, April. So between then and now, just build a position. That's it. No need to, don't 100x anything. Don't do anything high leverage. Just make it easy. I own Akona's Discord server. Currently has, what's the server for? What's the community mean? What's the project? Is it just a community around? No problem. How do you explain to a beginner that you can earn money if it? How would you explain to a beginner that you can also earn money if the chart goes down too? If you're a beginner, I would recommend not looking to enter any complex trades. When I say, or advanced trades, like shorts, just start with one direction. The overall markets in general are in a bullish uptrend, and that's crypto, stocks, everything, until otherwise. So right now your more favorable trades are going to be to the upside. Otherwise you're shorting against the trend at a macro level. So there's no reason to overcomplicate it. And once you figure out how to trade and understand trading in one direction, then you can then enter or starting to look at advanced positions or advanced options, like shorting. Sorry, I'm tired. Servers mainly Forex and e-commerce. Oh, cool. I mean, do they do charting in there? The other day I was looking at Forex and some stuff, and I'm really intrigued actually by how those markets move, and they seem actually really easy to trade, but they move much slower than crypto does. So like my ADD and attention span goes away. But if you obviously have size, you could definitely do very well with Forex. Exactly, it's much slower. Exactly, and that's probably the best place to go. Honestly, I'd probably say that someone's looking new to trade, go trade Forex, because the markets move slower and you're not going to get the insane volatility that you get with crypto and stocks. Yo, what's up, dude? What's up, Harrison? Oh man, you sent me. I saw your DM the other day. I'm sorry. I'll peek at it right now. I'm so bad at the DMs. Like, even text messages too. Sorry. What's up? I appreciate you saying you enjoyed the live. Well, here we are again. We're good here. You want to learn trading? Best places to learn in my free time. So, I guess it comes down to, and I've been trying to debate on making like a decision tree type thing where like your personality type and the amount of time you have available means that this is the approach you should take, right? Because it's very different. So for me, depending where over the last 4 or 5 years, what job I was in, how much time I had would really dictate how much effort I could put towards learning, and also to the types of trades that I would take. But all that aside, the best way to learn is I just stared at, so I can only tell you based on how I learned, which is just staring at charts for a long time. Like, I have charts open on every screen all the time, and there was a point back in the bear market where I just put up, it wasn't Bitcoin, but let's just say it was Bitcoin, and I put up an hour chart just like this, where I could see in the window like 30 days, like this is a month here. And I would force myself to say, I'm not going to touch the mouse or change this at all. And just like I would draw. So I would say draw to like where I think it would go, and just watch the price action happen. And then you slowly just start like seeing like, oh, this makes sense. You're trying to find ways to slow down the matrix. This is not a good explanation of how to go about it, but it just takes time. And unfortunately, I guess the good news is that when the bull starts again, it becomes very easy to take trades. I mean, the best thing I could say too, out of the gate, is don't use leverage more than 10%. I mean, if I go back in time, the first bull run, when everything was really on easy mode, I, got greedy there because it's just so easy to do it. So I would say just low leverage and be aware of, we'll talk about top signals separately. But going back to your question, another path too is really how I learned after staring at charts is I joined 2 communities, and they were paid ones, but it was different back then. This was like 2 years ago, because it was less about like promoting the success of the server and more like on the promoting the, hey, these are the analysts who are there and this is like their different styles. And so I was in a group for the first 2 years. And the reason I'm saying with the group is that you eventually start following like 1 to 5 traders or analysts, because they really are analysts. And then you understand their styles and how they look at the market. And like this is not anyone who says, hey, buy this or that. They're not promoting any tokens or anything. They're just like, I'm scanning markets. This is what I see. These are some of my ideas. This is where I share them. And then what you do is you eventually figure out like, hey, this guy I can relate to, and this guy from YouTube, maybe this guy from TikTok, and get down to like 3 or 4 and then just follow them. And eventually you start building your own system, because my system is a function of really 4 analysts, primarily 1. But it took me a long time to realize who I best aligned with, where previously I was following in more of a, I'm going to call it, OCD or ADD type thing, where it's much more, quicker trades and a lot of personality and a lot of just like, hey, we got hurt there, and they moved on. Like, that was maybe good for me at a different time, but I'm much more now in when I was trading before 99 cents, a path of, hey, I want to kind of do more of a set it and forget it. Like, I want to find swing trades. I want to find things where I don't have to pay attention that much to markets. I can step away from the computer. So trading style is very important. And just know that no one's answer is the right answer. No one's style is the right style. And long answer to your question, and probably not the best answer, but that's all I got for right now. I only use max 6x leverage. Perfect. Like, that's, you'll be fine. Because you have to take losses. Like, you're not always going to be perfect, but the losses will be much smaller. Because your only goal, like, is to stay in crypto, is to survive, right? Yeah, I can long Bitcoin right here. Not financial advice, but if it flips this level, what time is it? Oh, all my clocks got screwed up. I keep forgetting. Because a 4-hour close, in theory, would be ending in 30 minutes, but it just closed 30 minutes ago. So now all my clocks are screwed up. But yeah, and I don't want to give trades on live here on the stream, but meh. No, I want this to come back. I want this to come back still. Like, I want this to do this. Then look for a trade. Ice Blue, sorry. Oh wow, I'm going back here. I'm going up here. Do you teach strategies in Telegram? I don't. I will get back to. I've been debating doing a course or something like that, but it's just time, and unfortunately, I don't have a lot of it. I have my priorities, which is my life, obviously, my full-time job, and 99 cents project, which is and streaming and educating. So that's kind of where I'm at, but this is in a much more open forum. Creating content is an effort on its own. So one day I will do it, but it'll be after 99 cents has completed its mission. So yeah, that could be tomorrow. It could be, but I'll always be here answering questions, if that helps. When is the best price to long BTC and Forex? BTC ETH is like dead. That right now I'd be looking at different. BTC is like the worst chart right now. Oh, are we gonna find some? Look at this thing. This thing's been bleeding for, oh my goodness. This chart is just so sad. It's been bleeding since 2021, and it's a nasty sell-off. I don't know. I would not trade ETH BTC, candidly. Let's see. According to the software you see, has 208 million of buying power analysis. Let's see. Fun fact for the other day, people with ADHD, ADD are 300% more likely to become entrepreneurs. Yeah. You're looking at one. I had multiple businesses. I closed them all last year. And there's lots of reasons behind it, but I think it's more like the challenge, wanting a challenge. Like, I'm a problem solver. Most folks with ADHD want to solve problems. Survivors, right? So it's just going with the swings of where you can take risks or say, hey, this is a problem I want to solve. This is something I'm interested in and want to figure it out. No problem failing and tripping and trying over and over until, yeah. Oh, I'll scroll back down here. Sorry, I'm up. Doug, create a course for sure when you have time. #1 customer. Hey man, if maybe we could, if you could find a way, if we want to do it and it could benefit through 99 cents. I mean, if let's talk, because my problem is structure, right? On the time of like, this is the approach of how I'd want to do it. And like, I actually had someone approach me on recording videos for their product. And I didn't like their approach because it seemed kind of, I don't know. I didn't like how they were sourcing their material to create the content, where it wasn't like their content. I didn't like that. But it just needs to be disciplined on, hey, I'm gonna put out a video this week. This is the purpose of it. This is how I'm gonna record it. This is the timing. This is how I'm gonna market it. Right? You know all the things that are there. It's so. If there's some way we can have, have tokens to access it, great. But I just need help on the structure. And one last thing too, my style is not like. There's no book. There's no like, oh, I'm following the guidelines exactly how it is in a book. My style is more of, hey, I've stared at charts for long enough, and the TISM lets you recognize patterns, and I think this is what's going to happen. Like I could talk about support resistance and momentum and indicators, all that stuff, and how markets move, but like it's not like it's a, hey, this is the. I treat it more like an art than a science, even though I'm data driven. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's kind of hard. Yo, where's Bitcoin? Actually looks good right now. I'm not gonna lie, friends. See it popping up here. Are you gonna hold this level? Are you gonna hold this level? This is where I used to do like crazy scalps, right? Where it's like, do this, and you target like just right here. Yeah. It better not do it. Hey there, sad boy crab. How we doing? When I was trading, I traded crypto. Because the reason is primarily because crypto, the charts look cleaner. And number two, they are not impacted by fundamentals like stocks are. Now, 100% market conditions have been better to trade stocks over the last 2.5 years, 3 years, hands down. I will not disagree with that. But for looking at charts, understanding how things move, I just don't like like this with stocks. I can't stand this crap. Look at this. These got like, it's just, you can't see into the matrix, right? I can't. Sure, if you zoom out, you can, but this thing was, oh my gosh, we were looking at this the other day. But and then you have to think about earnings, right? Where so many stocks right now look like they're in a great spot, but then, oh, earnings are tomorrow. So like that could screw up the entire structure. Where crypto in the end really only gets impacted by your bigger macro events. But those are, them in advance, unless it's some type of, I don't call it black swan or type thing, but even announcements now, like the markets don't react what they used to. Like back in 2021, like when Elon mentioned the word Doge, the thing would shoot up like 300%. That's exaggeration, not that much, but it moved, and that's just one example. Or an exchange got hacked, or whatever it was. Those things move markets. Now it's like it's less reactive, so it makes it easier to see through the noise. You ass. What's going on, Bitcoin? How you doing? We're going up, up, and away. We are, yes. Thoughts on markets if Trump wins? I don't want to talk about political stuff, but I don't think either outcome will affect markets in the short term. There's just next week volatility could be crazy, but there's zero chance Trump wins. That's the reality. On that note, just put it out there, and it's data driven. And also to many other ways. I'm an independent in general. Whoa, look at that. We're moving here. if in the very small scenario that Trump does win, yes, markets will explode, but I think it will not be, it's going to wipe out a lot of people like first, because everyone's going to immediately 100x long in there, especially all the crypto bros, and then market makers are going to destroy them in the short term. And then once things pan out, then you'll have more of a clear like path of where it's going to go. Again, like I said, first thing I said at the statement, regardless of who wins the election, it's going to, as of right now, all indications up, right? I think we get to 80 before the end of the year. Next year, Q1, Q2, 100, 125, and I think that's it. And then we chill. I think cycles are going to be shorter. They're going to be 3 to 6 months, because it's a reflection of society having zero attention span, and we're just in the dopamine feed of everything that we do. Just things are going to be shorter. And the best part about trading and looking at charts, everything I just said doesn't matter. You just trade what you see, right? You're just observing markets and how they move at a macro view. And like before 99 cents and before all of this, I was in like my own little bubble, like my own tunnel vision as it relates to charts. And I didn't use Twitter for a long time. Like I was off Twitter. I was only in one Telegram group. And like I was aware of economic data and things like that when they came out, but for the most part, I just look at charts and I could tell you objectively things that are happening in the world and how they're related to each other. Right? That's it. I don't need anything. I don't need any other information for it. Everything else is just like a snippet or blip that may pop up that may create some volatility. But outside of that, that's why I like charts. Like I just like data. I like reading. Like it just tells a story. So now if I was in this trade, I would have moved my stops up because this is a scalp. Like I'm already in up to here, so it's break even. So there's no risk. I would take profits already up here. I would cut my loss or cut my profits in half. If it comes back out, stops out, fine. Don't care. Didn't lose any money. And that's it. That's why this is a scalp. Now this to me is a sweep of these here. This could probably just the weekend, low liquidity. It may come back into here. And then when I was in my degen days, I would also be setting up another position here to bid for this to come down. And I have a separate second option up here. Like I want this to come back, fill this, and then go. But yeah. Harrison, let's put it this way. I'll tell you, if Trump wins, I will burn 10 million 99 cents tokens. Let's burn it. Like I even more. Like I actually don't. I'd burn them anyway, but for the good of the people. But like there's very, very, very low chance. What time you look at it for swing trading? You kind of got to do like daily 12-hour. 12-hour is actually my favorite chart. I don't know why, or my favorite time frame. 12-hour to me is always one that kind of lets you see between, you know, it's just a good, I think it's just a good way to look at it. But swing trades that becomes more of an art. Like if I were to go back in time and I just did scalps, I would be so wealthy right now. Because again, going back what I was saying before about how to look at building a trading strategy based on my personality type, it's very reactive, you know, short attention span, you know, impulsive, right? That's much more of a scalper to do that. However, when you start doing scalping, it also becomes more difficult because the leverage option is there, and leverage makes you really, really irrational decisions. So me looking to go towards a swing trading strategy was more for a management of my personality and my emotions as it relates to trading. So, and it took a long time to get to that point to do that. I will say, if you do find there are good communities out there and ones who are there to educate, and they do it full time, right? I could do it full time. I would do it. The best thing you could do is like if you paid for a Discord or a group, take their calls. Like don't try to do your own thing out of the gate because that's what you're paying for. And then start in parallel, do your own, you know, paper trades or small positions to try to just get a feel for, hey, this is how I would do it. And the best thing starts happening if you go that route, because when you start creating your own ideas and then you start taking trades, and then an analyst who's in that community says, hey, I'm bullish on this, it's like, wow, like we're in sync. I'm seeing things like that's confirmation to, yes, my bias, but at the same time, having a professional or someone who's done this for many, many years say the same thing is like validation of your process. So yeah. Thought on a mini alt season, then crash. Maybe. I think alt season's gonna come when it comes. I would not worry about the thought of, hey, is something gonna crash, or when's, like, I have to be prepared for that. To me, that needs to push that aside. We'll talk about that when Bitcoin gets above 100K. We'll talk about that when, you know, whiffs on the sphere in Vegas. I know that's not happening anymore, but like things like that, like a more macro type events when all of a sudden all your friends and family are texting you. It's like, oh, how do I get into crypto? I thought it was a scam. I want to get in now because Bitcoin's all over the news and things like that. So that's when we start thinking about a reversal. I won't say a crash. Like nothing's going to crash. Sure, it can make big moves, but the one thing on this note to remember is that within bull runs and uptrending markets, which is where we are, you have to assume at any point in time there could be a 20 to 30% pullback, especially on alts, and that's fine. Like that's an okay thing to happen. It'd be very difficult if you're a new trader or someone in the space to understand how that's okay and not have you basically freak out being like, oh, it's over, it's setting down. Like, no, that's how it works. So just having that mentality at any point in time that you could get that pullback, you're going to be fine, and we'll work on a bias and changing from a macro standpoint once the indicators tell us that, but right now they don't. So, oh, city, sorry, city. Ooh, city for a while. I know city has a pretty big real estate portfolio exposure. You know, at a glance here, this is what Citigroup's gonna do. Like without any, like, boom, like without just looking at it, that's what's gonna do. Like I'm not like you might be able to get something up here. I just don't like this widening kind of diamond type pattern, right? Now I'm gonna do a little more review here. That was a very gut feel, but zoom out, I can see where there's a main level here, which is right here. Hold on a second here. Yeah, okay. Which is right there. I'm gonna put a marker probably. So this is the top here. 2015 was below this level until here, pushed up. Let's do a rocket because emojis. Boom. There we go. Rocket up. All right. This is 2017. Came back, retested, crushed. Could not hold this level. Nasty candle. Right. Back below $61. And this is the level here, 61. Back up. Found strength. And this is the support that was here. Boom. 49, 50 bucks. Wow, this is easy numbers. Easy. Found strength, pushed back through, retested multiple times here, which is great. So I'm going to call this support now for the moment. Some bricks, like the bricks. Consolidated, then pushed up here. Now this pattern does look actually pretty similar to the pattern that we're looking at right now. I'll remember that in a minute. I do see this here. Pushed up, took out all-time highs, previous all-time highs, and then nuke. This was right at, wow, that was COVID. This timing's crazy, yo. Like the pushed all-time highs and then just nuke. So that we lost 61, we lost 50. So 50 was a key level here. All right, I'll move this down here as well. And found a double bottom, 2020 here. Boom, right, boom, push back up. Never actually retested this, so we pushed, no, we did here, okay. Pushed up, back above 61, put a strength here, a little rocket, retest for the moment here, went up, came back, pushed up, kinda almost tapped into all-time highs, didn't get there. It's like, damn, it's like a little triple top, like, here we go, like this, right here. So then since then, we have been in a downtrend. I'm just going through the history here really fast. Speed up now. Fell back through again. This 61 level, this is, lost it here. Like nasty. Boom. Boom. Shit. Downtrend, broke it. And what level is this? this is here. Let's call it 40 bucks to make it easy. 40, 50, 60, and 80 are the key levels for Citigroup. Look at that. Huh. Who would have knew? All right. Broke this downtrend. This is where the time was to buy. Like, this was such a beautiful spot to buy. We swept the lows back here, this double bottom. Started pushing up. Right here. Love breaking the downtrend. If you follow me, I will repeat this over and over again. Broke a downtrend with strength. Like, strength is here. Like, so clear. All right, this breakout. There's a weekly chart. Each one of these candles is a week. So once we broke through here, in theory, we had like half a month to find an entry before this thing took off, which is why slowing down everything is the way to go. So now we pushed up here, really pushed through very quickly here. So there hasn't been a retest except for this kind of fallout here. And now we're here. So that said, 61 being the very, very important level that we've identified multiple times going back here. We are in a very interesting spot. My gut is that this falls. That's just me. And then once it comes back here, though, like this. Because this, in theory, would be retesting this breakout. I think this 40 is good now forever. This may come back further, even like here, maybe 48. Like that's what I'd like to see. Now if we zoom in here, and sorry, this is a very long review. There is strength here. I mean, this could, if this is the next couple days and, you know, really shows some strength and hangs up here, if this can hang up here like for a while, I could change that bias, but, or that, it's just that inflection point. Below 60, below 61, I did this too. I'd be looking for shorts here. If it broke down and it started trading like right at that level, I'd be looking for shorts. Yeah, long review on this one. Sorry, I want to add this to a watch list though. This is very interesting. Where'd it go? There's a watch list here. Nope, stocks. All right, what is this giveaway? It's this. This is Ledger, right here. I'm trying to get rid of stuff that I have that I don't need. Am I still streaming? Yeah. Unopened, sealed. I was in the giving mood yesterday, so I posted the community, and yeah, we're just gonna get rid of it because I'm sick of staring at it. It's not being put to use because I have one. Oh, Solana. Sorry, man. I'm so sorry. So Solana is, most important level for Solana is 173. Shout out 99 cents. Launched here March 29th. Right at the top. Beautiful. Perfect timing. Market falls off. Then April, we send into this range. We were in a range since April until now. Every time we've gotten back up to this key level of 173, fell back in. 173, fell back in. Now pushing back up here now, zoom in. We are at that key level. We were at that key level, right at 173. And the thought was, well, do we fall back in the range? The answer is yes. And do we tap 150 first versus 200? Right now, this is showing lots of strength because Bitcoin is. I like how it's being bought up right now. Let me just zoom in over here. Where's my other chart? I had Sol. I don't think Sol trades below 150 again. I think Sol may pull back there very quickly, but I think break this downtrend here. Sol may do, you know, that. Or it holds this level right here, which is 160. I think it does this, or at least comes up first and then comes down. But we want to get back above, or really 170. Now it looks like 175. But Sol's fine. I would be worried about Sol if we started trading back below down here, like below 145. Like, and when I say trading below, like staying there for a couple days. If it's down here and does like this, like I would be worried if it starts doing that. Until then, pullbacks are for buying. Like we've only pulled down how far from the highs here? 15%. So what I was saying before, remember, expect a possible 20 to 30% pullback in a bull market. And as of right now, we're entering that stage of what the bull market is. So this pulling back 18, 20%, so be it. I think this is a good time to start looking to build a position. Dollar cost average from 155 down to 145. Set some bids, and if they don't get filled, fine. And what we do then is we wait for it to reclaim again back up to 173, or back up this chart instead, like back up above here, and then we can talk about adding more to the position once it's confirmed it's able to price is accepted back up there. Yeah. This little trade's gonna be fine, isn't it? Doge. What's my goal with the Telegram? What do I want to accomplish with it? The Telegram is a representation, or is the community of 99 cents. See? Right there. The price is on the can. It's a fact. In a world of misinformation, this is a fact. No one can dispute the price being on the can. It is a meme coin that I had accidentally created back in March, and it became a thing, and it's been a thing ever since, and it's fun. And so to answer your question, Ice Blue, my goal of the Telegram is to let a community thrive, have some fun, make some trades, learn some things, and then at the same time, you know, join the movement of anti-inflation and preach the good message of the price being on the can. And when memes do memes, everyone who's early can benefit. That's it. Doge. So Doge, super bullish on Doge. Don't like the sell-off though. This was a pretty nasty candle. I think Doge is still fine, like without a doubt. 20%. I would be concerned if Doge is back down here below 13 cents. So don't want to lose 13 cents. But right now, these are pullbacks are for buying. Like this is already looking like, actually this looks really good. So slowly add. If this comes back down to 14 cents, even dips into the high 13s for a minute, fine. But Doge is going to be fine. Because if it's not, then what we're expecting from a bull market isn't going to happen. So, but as of right, like I said, we're still there's no reason to think that we're not. Like it could do this, but I don't really think it is. That kind of like this, so Doge is fine. Apple. Also in the Telegram too, I do a lot of giveaways. We do meme contests. One of our partners, Meme Deck. We have a mascot for 99 cents. It's CP Pete. He's our protagonist, who is preaching the good word of 99 cents. And we do meme generation contests with him, and they're all free. Everything's free to enter. Also too, I mentioned this before, I will never ask you to buy anything. I will never sell anything to you. Everything's always free. And that's how it is. So if anyone's asking you otherwise, that says it's me, they are not. It is not me. So Apple, although I'm looking at many Apple products in front of me, I am bearish because we lost this 230 level. Unless they find something here, like each one of these scenarios, like them looking for an opportunity to short. The opportunity was up here. I think if it does push back up, I would consider this a bearish retest, and I would assume at this point it's going to continuation down. I know they tried to release their Mac M4s during an earnings period because their earnings were not great, right? Yeah, Berkshire's out. I think this is now if you're a long-term like investor, like 10, 15 years plus, I think any pullbacks slowly adding to Apple is not a bad move. But short term, this thing could come down to the 200s here, low 200s. Unless it finds strength here, unless it can hold to 220. Thanks for the follow, Juan. Appreciate that. Jasmine. I don't like Jasmine. This is like kind of where a lot of, I don't know what I can swear on here, effery happens, like a lot of weird price action. Because, well, one, it's at a point where it's like it could fall off a cliff here. Because like everyone's looking right now, it's like, oh, this is going to come down to here. Right. This is your, yeah. Call 11, 12 cents. I'm not saying so. That's a level there. All right, let's call it 12 cents. But like, so let's say the most mines are like, oh, we're gonna pull back because it lost this kind of trend here, this support. But I think in the crypto world, you may get something like this where it's a quick sweep down here, takes out this low, because this one's not taken out here and here. Everyone freaks out, everyone sells their bags, and then you get a like this. You get a very quick down, then a very quick reversal, and then back up. So if you are long Jasmine already, I personally would not be concerned about it until it loses like down here 12. If you're concerned, I would then wait, or you're looking to enter. Let's say you're like, hey, I want to get out because I bought in down here. You could always re-enter. It's also the best thing about crypto too and trading is something to tell yourselves that there's always an entry. Always an entry. FOMO should not exist. If you beat FOMO, you win with crypto. So let's say here you didn't have a position. I like buying strength. I like flipping key levels. I like downtrends being broken. I would wait for this to come up here above 2 cents. I put an alert on here, and I could care less of what Jasmine does until I get that alert. And even when it comes up there, though, I want to see it confirm it can hold up here and wait. Or if Jasmine comes down here, I'd buy. But right now, to me, it's in this very weird spot that it could nuke. Yeah. I don't have a good, so to answer your question, I don't have a good call on which way Jasmine's going to go here. It's just in a weird spot. What's with the Arizona iced tea can? It's a meme coin. It's the perfect meme coin. I created it on pump.fun in March. It was a test. I was testing the platform to understand how easy it was to create a meme, excuse me. Because I'm a systems guy and I like understanding how things work. So I went there to do it as a test. And as that was happening, the Costco hot dog was moving. Costco hot dog is a Solana meme coin. And their narrative was, well, Costco's never increased the price of the hot dog. It's always been $1.50. So that's where the price should be, maybe. So they launched that token that week. And I was telling my girlfriend about it. And she's like, that's the dumbest thing ever. I'm like, I 100% agree. It's absolutely insane. But that's what happens. No one could predict. Meme season is a thing here. And so that's doing that thing. I think it's like 40, it was like 50 million market cap at that point. And so when I was testing it, this is going to be a perfect trade. So I'm like, I'm testing it. It's on Easter weekend. And I'm like, hey, I might as well, if I'm going to test this thing, I might as well put in a ticker of something that maybe could take off, like as a joke. And I'm like, what other American staple of consumer goods of things is clear as day, something that people can relate to and can remember? And I'm like, Arizona iced tea. I'm like, the price is on the can. Like, it's, why not? So I started typing Zona for the ticker, and I'm like, screw it. Let's make the actual ticker 99 cents, like the actual name of the ticker, 99 cents. Did that, threw a couple SOL in, sent it to the two telegrams I was in, and one Discord. Went to go to dinner with my parents, and then my phone started blowing up like crazy, and the thing was like at a couple million market cap out of nowhere. No marketing, just organic. I wasn't even, just sent it out. And then Telegram was created, TikTok or Twitter was created, website was created by the community. Random people were doing it. It was awesome. jumped in Telegram, did a video chat, doxed myself, my face ended up everywhere. And then this was at the time when everyone was getting scammed by meme coins. They're like, oh, this he exists, he's a human, he's speaking to us. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, it was an accident, it wasn't planned? Bullish. So then the thing went to 17 million market cap in 24 hours, and I didn't sell because who am I to sell? And 10,000 people at the time, right now there's like 8,000, had bought the token. Like, what am I gonna do? Why would I do that? Greed, because it wasn't planned. So since then, it's been a roller coaster ride of understanding the changing markets of meme coins over the last 6 months, and they're not going anywhere, and trying to build something, and it's been going. So it's been yeah, that's a long story, but that's it. And this tree is gonna be perfect. A scalp. But right now, price has pulled back significantly. We've been at like under 200,000 market cap for the last 5 months. Proven that there is a floor. There are members who are committed, and the vibes are good. And we're just getting ready for the next kind of big move here. Overall markets, getting things in place, marketing plans, and just vibing. That's it. Yeah. Haven't what coin? Oh, XRP. Oh, Nike. I'm sorry, I saw Nike there. Nuke Nike. Oh, I was drawing Nike for what chart? Where did I do that? Where did I do Nike? I drew this months ago. Oh, I'm looking at the stupid crypto version of it. Here it is. Okay. I drew this months ago for someone. I haven't checked back in a while. All right. So I drew this back in September, 2 months ago. Nike is in the boring zone. Right? So Nike, this was right when... Yeah. Nike's been in a downtrend since well, actually, really 2021, but this downtrend specifically since last year. I think this is when they replaced the CEO. I don't know what it was, bad earnings. I think it was the point where like, oh, people don't want to spend this much money on products anymore because millennials are like, hey, I have no money left and I'm going to keep buying expensive shoes, so I'm going to look for cheaper shoes. So Nike's like, I got to figure out a better model here. So they are shifting their model, and that's kind of where these expectations shifted and why this went down. So to me, right now, Nike is in a boring zone. Like, this could be in this boring zone for years. And like, I like buying strength. Like, again, I'll repeat myself. I like buying breakouts of trends, downtrends, and I like buying strength, and I like when key levels are flipped. So for me, on either blue zone, I'd be interested to buy, or the green zone. Besides then, I don't care what it does. They could just sit here. So yeah, here you go. Nike must break the downtrend buy above 95 or between 50-60. I know it seems counterintuitive, like why would you want to buy above 95? Well, because I could hold something here, but I could be holding it for years, where that capital could be better used somewhere else. That's my answer to Nike. All right, there you go. This was a perfect setup. That was not planned. This is a scalp. And then they'd be out. The trade's over. That's it. So Pump.Fun makes the meme for you and you pay them. So good question, Blitz. So in crypto, it's this centralized apps, right? So Pump.Fun is an entity, not even an entity, it's just an app, right? It's a decentralized product. It's like a DApp that has very simple code. That's a platform for where this was brought up this year, where new meme coins could be created. Like you and I, Blitz, we can go create a meme coin today on anything you want. But there are at the time, there's 20,000 tokens being created a day. I think now it's much more. But you have to imagine the majority of them are scams. So it's just a vehicle to create a contract, which is a token. And then you share that, you market it, you do what you gotta do, and your goal is to attract people to come to buy it. to then get to a point where there's a bonding curve, it's called, where it needs to have enough liquidity and a market cap, and I believe the market cap is $69,000, I believe, something like that, where it then pushes through, and almost like imagine it breaking out of that app. So then once it's out of that app, it goes to Radium, which is a decentralized protocol, which is a swap exchange, like almost think about like a currency exchange platform that is across the entire world, and everyone can access that at that point, and it becomes more of I don't know how the pools work, but it's its own thing. It's like out of its cage, and at that point, then it's on its own. Now, like I said, the majority of every single thing that's ever come out of that platform, I think now there's easily a couple million tokens, 99.9%, no pun intended here, have been scams. Like, right, that's the unfortunate part of crypto. This bull run has sucked for that crypto has gotten to the point now where it's very easy to create said meme coin, and it's attractive because you can make a lot of money from it very quickly, but it's not good for the narrative of crypto because everyone has forgotten about, well, hey, what about the actual benefits of crypto from a use case standpoint? And it's just kind of putting more of a tarnish or a black cloud on the space from like more of a real world adoption standpoint. So meme coins are going through, they've taken over this cycle, they're going through their phase, and they'll be around forever. I think it's gonna be kind of a new go-to-market strategy. Companies will have meme coins because it really is a representation of culture. That's what a meme coin really is. But unfortunately, the majority of them are scams, and they're just it's a grind. So it's a long answer to your question. Yeah, but it's cool, and so the reason like why I like crypto and Web3 is because it's kind of like, it's like the new internet, right? Yeah, and sure, you can make money too here and there, but you're just seeing how things progress, like what works, what doesn't works. I'm like, let's put meme coins aside, but it's like if you were, late 90s, like I wasn't old enough to see the progression of the .com boom and the internet being created then, of the things that looked the greatest at the time that no longer exist. Crypto is a very similar version of that. But it's basically recreating the existing internet, just not in a centralized matter. And it's just going through, phases. Actual real world adoption of crypto will be like 2028, 2027. But between now and then, it's like it's a playground. But there is opportunity, right? Because it has benefits from the tech side for certain use cases. And so I just like learning. And I've met people all around the world, but that's the other thing too with 99 cents is like I'm having faced like a Telegram lives with, one day I was in the supermarket with someone who was with video chat, was in the UK, South Africa, was one in Australia there. It was like 3 continents. It was awesome. And made so many friends, a bunch of them are in this chat right now who I wouldn't have talked to if this thing didn't happen. So it's kind of like, hey, it created a thing out of nowhere, and I've just embraced the inevitable. And now we're pulling back. All right, I'm gonna go back to charts here. Sorry, everybody. XRP. Yo, what's up, crypto? What's up? XRP's garbage. I'm sorry. XRP's probably gonna pull back into the, 45 zone, but there's so many better tokens out there. So I'm here. These are my paths for XRP. I would be interested in XRP. Not me. I would not be interested in XRP ever. No shade to the project, but I'd be interested 47 cents down to 44 cents. Ideally, you need to break this downtrend and start moving back up. But XRP is really great at looking perfect for perfect chart setups on when it should take off. And the news comes out, and then everyone gets screwed. So, like here, this setup, this is back in end of September, like beautiful. Any other chart this thing would have sent, but nope. We dropped the lawsuit or whatever the Ripple thing was, or the news, then just nukes. Everything's manipulated, and unfortunately, all the XRP holders are the ones who are, say benefiting, having to feel that pain. It's gonna be fine. XRP will be fine. I just think there are other projects that have more opportunity in the short term. I think I have a small XRP bag somewhere, but yeah. AMD. I'm gonna jump here in a minute, everyone. I was not planning on being here all day, but I like doing this. Ooh, yeah, actually, AMD we're bearish. Like AMD is, like, to me, this red path keeps playing out. If this pulls back up and hovers around this 148 zone, I'd be looking for a short. I'd be looking for a short because this should have held. This one, oops, here, this 148. Like, this should not have broken. Like, this was a yeah. Bearish on AMD. Hey, sorry, I'm new. What do you think of HCA Healthcare? Like HCA plan? Oh, HCA Healthcare. We can talk about HCAs. This chart's a monster. This looks like the chart. This is your typical Brontosaurus. Tell me I've drawn this before, right? There's your Brontosaurus. There we go. Right. It's a very, very strong chart. These are hard to find entries because, you know, I would lean on more of the fundamentals in this than technicals. So if it's something that you know, they are a solid company, which I'm bullish on healthcare long term, and analyst rating is bullish here. You're just looking for entries at this point, right? So, I could argue you could start adding a position now, but this sell-off was nasty. This was a pretty nasty sell-off here. It hasn't really retested this level here. If this pulls back, if it did that, it'd be super bullish, but that I don't think it's going to go back that far. That's like low 290s, because you kind of then get this like really nice structure. But if I zoom in, best case scenario for this right now, like this was nasty. This was the nastiest selling event they've had. If this pulls back into the 330s and fills this gap, I think it's still going to come down. So I think it's still going to come down to here, and then it finds a bottom here, and then starts turning back up. I would then look to enter here at 350 bucks after it makes the move down, because it's going to take. This is a 12-hour chart. This is such a hard sell-off. It's going to take, even this one here. This took the sell-off here. This took a month before it reversed. So I think you'll have more clear direction on this in December. Like, you have time to wait right here. Like, there's definitely no need to jump into this. If you are long in a position, I could argue this is a good spot to set up a hedge put, but I wouldn't. This is a bullish chart overall. It's in a big uptrend, so I think just pullbacks are for buying. You don't want this to ever trade below 300 bucks for long ever again. Like, ever again. I don't think it does. USD JPY. Did we look at this a long time ago? I think you pulled this up a while ago, right? Just easier. Yo, this is bullish. Like, so this was a resistance level, right? Here we go. Let's call this 150. Make it easy. 150. $150 rejection here back in October 22. We're doing emojis here. Emojis. Hammer, rejection, rejection. The 150 level is the most important level. I won't talk about anything else besides that. Pushes through here, comes back for the retest. Nope. Falls right through, right? Just nasty sell-off, not good. Comes back down below here. I guess swept the lows from here. What's this? From December? From last year. In December, pushed back up. Now has flipped this level that it lost. If this can hold 150, send. Like, send. This would be this is how I would play this. I don't know how these things work with all-time highs. I don't know how currency works, like unfortunately crypto. But if it was me, I would like how I enter positions is so I like buying on strength, right? So see the strength here. I think there may be a pullback still, but to get past, this is more of a FOMO tactic. To get past the FOMO, I would say, let's say I wanted to invest $1,000. I would put 30% in now, a market order, and then I would set bids for the remaining 70% down here and look for that. Now this actually probably go a little lower, but this is a tough invalidation here. But I think you may get a pullback to retest this level one more time, because it pushed through this real fast. There really has not been a retest here, so I think you're gonna get, yeah, I think this pulls back. High 140s target, yeah. When pump, Doug, can we fast forward past the election? Yes, I would love to. I would love to just go to sleep tonight and wake up in, like, I don't know, like right before Thanksgiving maybe? Nah, middle of November. By then things will be clear. But yeah, I would like to fast forward to the resume up only everything. Arrow. All right, I'm gonna jump here, everybody, in 13 minutes. Arrow is the most talked about token that I've seen in areas of where I trust folks, who I trust their opinion, not from influencers, right? This is a solid project. This is the one you want to build a position on for this bull run, right? But I think this could pull back. This either holds at $1 or this pulls back very quickly down into here, into the 80s and 90s, and makes this, I'll make the tries of blues here. Does this. Makes another higher low here. Now, this is a strong order block, and this is a strong, like $1 is a very strong level, and is a psychological level too. So, this could find strength here, and this could be it. If Bitcoin found a bottom here, which I would be surprised if it did, this could be, you very well get this, and then that once it gets back above 125, that's it. Because that's really needs to do. It needs to get back above these levels it lost, because it was looking good, but it pulled back. So the best takeaway I can say here is that don't be surprised if it pulls back into the 80s and not like high 80s, low 90s. That would be a time to buy. But right now, yeah, it's kind of like a head and shoulders here. It's a kind of a nasty chart structure, but it also could find strength and just send. So if you're not in, this would be a good time to start dollar cost averaging in my opinion, not financial advice. Dave has the, what's Dave? What's that? Yeah. What is Dave? What is this? Dave is stock? Yo, this thing's, what is this thing? You're right. I mean, this is bullish, but like I have, It does that right here. But if you told me this was a crypto chart, I would say you got to go here first. This is a good setup, but you don't want to be trading below 35 bucks. I don't like the RSI. I would watch this right now. I'd watch to see what the reaction is when it gets 35 bucks. Because this is definitely a real possibility. if it doesn't hold $35. If it holds $35, you're good. Sui. Oh, we were just looking at Sui before. Are we these much quicker here? Sui. Appreciate the follows. Oh baby, look at this thing. If Bitcoin holds here, this thing's gonna. This is up only. Like I would love this. I think everyone would love this pullback we're looking for. But if it holds, you don't want to be trading below here. Buck 81. Like if this, yeah. This chart's strong. Sui is it's gonna be fine this bull run. Let's put it that way. Dips are for buying with Sui. Now this thing's taking off like as we're sitting here, as we're watching this. Short US. No, I think 6. I don't know what time frames are you trading. I think we look at bullish. Dollar General. Last one, a Dollar General is like sad. Start remembering some of these charts too. Dollar General's been a downtrend for a while, and these are so, like nasty. So these are more nasty sell-offs than you see in crypto. In my opinion, when this comes back up to this downtrend, you're still looking at short. Like at $100, that's a bearish retest of this, and I have to consider still down for Dollar General until it does this green here. I would be considered being bullish. Once it breaks up here and trades below, this will be 6 months from now though. That you could start a position here, but you have to have a plan on the downside if it keeps falling, because it looks like it's getting some strength now. But there, you want to see real strength like this, like a couple days in a row. This is a 3-day chart. I want to see a couple days in a row of strength. But right now, it's just every time, it's just sad. Hood. Look at that. All right, that's what we drew. We were looking for this pullback. It happened. So I hate earnings. This is a nasty sell-off. Cautiously optimistic, but looks weak. If this was a nicer retest this breakout, I'd like it, but this seems like someone was taking profits. Like this to me looks like this is gonna repeat something over here where you get more downside. So we still got a couple weeks here before this thing figures out what it wants to do. This setup that I was showing here is kind of actually out of the picture because it fell off too far. Really don't want to be below. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. There's no clear direction. If it can hold $23, if it can sit above $23 for 2 weeks, then we'll talk. But right now, I don't care about it. I would say there's better markets to look at. CVNA. Why Carvana? Why? Who is buying cars? I think it's gonna come down. I'm bearish on the auto market. Who's buying cars? Tell me. We're at the highest level of auto default loans ever. The consumer is stretched thin. Why would they buy a new car? Used car market, I think, is like the worst ever. I think it comes down. CMGs. Check out Canva versus CMG 09. Let's do the split screen. Let's see what we got here. CMG. Looking at fractals. We are comparing Carvana to Chipotle. Where do these look similar? 2009, you said. Wow, you're going way back. You want me to compare this to the... Okay. Fair. How are you searching these fractals? Like how'd you come across this? I'm very curious. Like unless you had remembered this for a long, like you had remembered this breakout. Like how would you remember this? You know, not a real person. What you study every chart? Hey, I'm not. You're right. I mean, this is strength. I mean, like you're right. So my bias right now, this is more a personal bias. But you're right. This chart is strong. I would really. This is how if I were to play this CMG model, this tier, right? What I'd want with Carvana is I'd want it up here first, right? I'd want it up here, above, like break all-time highs. Sit up here for a minute and then up, like what this did here. There's a monthly chart, right? So you had a month. This month right here, this was the entry point because we're kind of right here now. That's how I'd look at it because it's kind of, to me, it's in like no man's land at the moment, but it's strong. It is strong without a doubt. RSI is a little overextended on the monthly. It's a great chart, and I appreciate you being able to recognize this because there are very few people who can see things like this. And I know you've stared at charts for a very long time because you start seeing things in your sleep, and you could probably draw a bunch of charts without even looking at an actual, you know, charting application. So good stuff. I like that. ES, we're still looking for ES to pull down into we want ES here. We want 5600, 5550. That's what we want. XOM, I remember it was an interesting spot. Yo, XOM got crushed here. This is a nasty sell. If it stays in this range, I don't care about it. Bearish if it falls below 113. I'd be looking to short down here. I'd be looking to long up here. But right now, nah. I don't like this candle. This candle's nasty. All right, any last ones here? I'll do one more. Yo, Bitcoin's strong. This trade was perfect. Perfect. Was a scalp. Flip this level. Like, look at this beautiful strength. Any bullish chart stock? We'll go through the list of the attractive charts on Monday morning at tomorrow morning at 8:30. I'm sorry, wow, 7:30 Eastern. Tomorrow we'll look through all the stocks. Silver, last one here. I think silver's a retest here. I think silver's a buy. Silver is retesting. Yo, this thing is a beast. Beast. I think you're buying here. You are buying. You're buying a hold. Pull back on the green zone, buy more. But this retest right now, I mean, it's a kind of a little nasty. Maybe it comes down to the 30s, low 30s here, but eventually resume up only. Gold, gold's bullish. I don't like markets where there's so much participation where everyone's trying to short and long it at the same time. Like, yeah, you can say right now is a good time to short it, but I wouldn't short gold right now. ALR. This thing? This Al. It's like a meme coin. This kind of in the sideways range here. First channel. Excuse me. really rough here, by the way. I think that, or you get bullish if this thing finds strength right now and breaks out the downtrend here. So I'd buy this at low 110, 1 to 110, or break this downtrend right here at 130. So here, area of interest, or here. Yeah, there. Everything between, I don't care. Now you can build a position in there if you want, but like I call it boring zone. Don't care about orange. Yeah. What's up, JC Blockchain? What's going on? What's going on? Triple top to the rescue. This is more like a just rejecting off this thing called a range channel. Yeah. Did Bitcoin just happen at 69,420? Did it just do that? Is that what we're gonna do here? Is that how we're gonna play this game? Crypto's just wild. It's just fun. It's just nonsense. Also sad at many times, but all right. I'm gonna jump. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the follows. Last plug here. We're giving away a Ledger Nano-X. I think it's like $200. Just jump in our Telegram on my link tree that's there and react to the pin message. And tomorrow on the stream we'll do the giveaway. Who wins it? I'm just gonna pick random. But I'm just tired of looking at it. I'm trying to get rid of some stuff. It's unopened, and that's it. There's no cost. It's free. So, all right, everyone. Have a great day. Have a nice Sunday, and we'll talk.